Saddled up. Erenville would not dither up for long. I should like to think the stableman has arrived with the Ronique by now. I'll go and check. If you still want to have a look around, then be my guest. Come and find us when you've had your fill. The friend, I take it. Sorry to have kept you both waiting. Unruly wildlife's not the only source of recent distress, I'm afraid. Also been a rise in robberies targeting merchants. As a result, we have a lengthy list of folks wanting to use our Ronique. Which is why I have to ask that you stop at the FFXIV Springs. That's fine, of course, but why haven't the Dustwatch dealt with this banditry? Kamaka and his fellows are doing what they can, but they reckon the bandits are operating a gang. Rounding them up's easier said than done. If you have anything of value, you want to take care. Thanks for the warning. We'll be sure to stay vigilant. Right. Then if you're ready to set off, I'll see you on your way. Dude, if any bandit tries to get one over on us, they're gonna wish they hadn't tried. Ready? Then saddle up. Your friend seems to know the way, so I won't bother giving you directions. Oh, this is gonna, like, lock us in, isn't it? Okay. Let's have a chat. This is your first time, so let's take it slow. Take care not to let it toss you. My legs are spread so fucking wide. I continue to be struck by how much Shaaloani has changed. This is a very uncomfortable wide spread of leg. Are there no saddles on these fucking things? The town we just visited wasn't even here several years ago. I'm just imagining how uncomfortable this would be. Holy fuck. With few reliable opportunities to replenish water supplies, travelers turn to hospital tenders? What does it say? Not just for the water in their stems, mind. Their fruits are also said to be both nutritious and delicious. I'm very distracted by this thing here. It's like he's almost doing the splits. See that hole there? Some might hope to find water there, but it's brimming with cerulean. The eruption of flames from within make for a spectacle, inspiring cautionary tales of people who wander too close. Oh damn it, I should have been my summoner for this, getting the free XP. The Wallachie, meanwhile, showed great reverence to ceruleum and its blue flames. Oh, the Wallachie! Those are the blue mage people. But that is a discussion for another time. We're here. No, wait! I am also a blue mage! I'm a blue mage that has literally all the spells. Where are the Wallachie? And a good thing for these Ronique. The Ronique are already tired? No, the Wallachie! I'm sure at some point we will bump into the Wallachie because obviously they're going to have the next round of like blue mage spells or quests or whatever. I'll have to wait until then patiently. No sooner do we dismount than the passengers are already on their way. They really are short on Ronique. What are you going to do? Now then. Another town that looks a lot like the first one, except for those towers there. This is FFXIV Springs, perhaps the busiest town here in Shaaloani. People travel here from all over, hoping to find their fortune. The change come to Shaaloani was surprising, though, but this is no less impressive. They've achieved a great deal in the 3 years I've been away. The station is on the eastern side of town, but there should still be time before the next train departs. Wait, so he only left 3 years ago? Or is he just saying 3 years ago is the last time he visited? The way he is so knowledgeable about being a gleaner, I would have assumed he'd been at it for many more years than that. If you don't mind, I'd like to pay a visit to an old friend of my mentor. Alright. Iate is her name, and if she learned that I passed through without saying a word, she'd never let me hear the end of it. She set out from our village some 10 years ago, hoping to earn coin as she traveled about Tyrell. I can but assume she too came here seeking greater opportunities. In any case, let's see if we can find her. Her blue hair should make her easy to spot. I love blue, so I'll keep an eye out. Yes, I'm Ayate, and who might you be? He is my friend. I don't know, her hair looks more white than blue, but I guess it's like a very light blue. Could it be? Goodness, it is! Elena... Erenville, yes. This is the second time he's shut someone down saying the name. A man grown. You were such a darling little thing as a child. I imagine he was probably adorable. You know, it's only been 3 years since last we spoke. Sounds so irritated. Aw. Really? Only 3? I suppose it all starts to get hazy after a while, living as long as we do. Yeah, don't they live something crazy like several hundred years? Even Ellison only lived like, I think it's like 150 or a little higher than that. Well, this is Ayate. She's known my mentor since they were children. Nice to meet you. Hello. Never thought I'd see the day when you travel with company. You really have grown, Elenshipya? Elenishipya? I need to hear someone voiced saying that. Oh, he was like, damn it, I didn't cut them off before they said the whole name. Elene what now? Yeah, is that what they call you here?
Is that what they call you here?
Backstory. Alright. I was born Elenshipya. I adopted a new name when I became a gleaner, one that adheres to Eastern Viera conventions so as to avoid drawing attention. Given that this is a homecoming, it was only a matter of time before you found out. Nevertheless, I would appreciate it if you would continue using my chosen name. Alright, I can be respectful. A homecoming. You know, I've been thinking of paying the old stamping grounds a visit myself. It would be good to see Kasiwa? I'm still running that through my mind. Kasiwa. She's the finest archer I know. Elenshipya's mother and mentor. Every time I drop by, she'd treat us to a veritable feast prepared with fresh game she'd hunt herself. You're impressive with the bow too, Ayate, even amongst the Shitona. Oh, I couldn't compare to Kasuya, but her skill at arms pales in comparison to her knowledge of nature. What I don't get is if everybody talks like a English dub anime character here, or like a pseudo like southern accent or cowboy accent or whatever, how the hell did Erenville get that accent? His accent does not seem to be the typical one for the region that he's supposedly from. That's what earned her a place among Gululja's traveling companions, after all. Oh, she was one of the Lord of the Rings troupe. She was always the inquisitive sort, but her journey across Tyrol lit a fire in her. Even after Elenshipya was born, she often left him in my care so that she could embark on another expedition in search of the Anor. Wait. So that's his actual mother? I thought he just said mentor. So both, I suppose. Oh, how you would cry and beg her to take you along. It must have been hard on you. Ayate, please. What? We're all friends here, aren't we? Telling embarrassing stories. No matter how many times he asked, the answer was always the same. You can come when you've proven you're a true explorer. That's a shitty thing to tell a kid. No wonder he became a gleaner. Thus did she task me with finding the Golden City. You make a kid try to find that? What is wrong with her? Despite my best efforts, all paths led nowhere. I assumed it was but a dreamer's fantasy, a ploy to goad me into experiencing the wider world. But it was real, and we found it. So how do you feel about that, though? You found it! As part of the rite of succession, I assumed everybody had heard. That's amazing! Oh, she'll be thrilled! And eager to bombard me with questions, no doubt. So who's the dad? Well, we should be on our way. I guess they gave him the... Yeah, he's got like the accent that the ones from like the first have, which is funny. Because all these other Viera from, like, the source actually kind of don't seem to have the accents. It's almost like they casted it weird. Thank you so much for stopping by. Give my best to Kasuya. Help! I need help! Somebody getting attacked by bandits? What's that about? We'll investigate. Please wait here. He's also a very unique looking bunny compared to the other ones. The only other really dark skinned bunny I remember is the one from Bosnia. That, what's her face? The girl that's got that always has like the bright fucking sunglasses. No doubt these are the infamous local bandits. These guys? Please, you have to help. I've been robbed. It's Namika, Wuklamat's nursemaid. What's she doing out here? Erenville, get us! Come any closer, we'll slit her throat from ear to ear. Dude, I will murder you so fast. You said the wrong thing to this painter. If you so much as nick her skin, you won't live to regret it. He knows. Oh, yeah? Hold on. Did he say this is Wuklamat's nursemaid? Maybe this ain't such a good idea. Take the goods to the boss. We'll deal with this. What goods? What did she steal? Please, you have to give it back. A memento? Oh god, lady, that's not safe at all. And then she was dead on the ground. I'm going after Namika. This lot I leave to you. So I'm allowed to murder? This paintbrush? It will kill. Cocky bastard, I'll hang him by the ears and feed the old woman to the dogs. No, you said the wrong thing, pal. Write your will now. We can deal with them later. First, we need to pull this one in the dirt. Oh, put this one in the dirt. God, they really think they're gonna do something here. I mean, okay. I just took out a big paintbrush. I'm sure I don't look the most intimidating. But when I take the hammer out, then we'll see how they fare. Alright, you little bastards. Yep, well. Too bad, so sad. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, they're alive? Oh, no, wait. He doesn't know when to quit. Oh, there they go. They disappeared into obscurity. Thank you. I don't know what I would have done without you. Did he actually do something? Oh, the bandit managed... Damn it. The bandit managed to get away, but I have an idea of where they're headed. You said they stole something from you? A bracelet. It was a parting gift from Wuklamat. Oh, but you can always get another one. That's just too dangerous to run after. You don't want to lose your life. That's harder to get back. I see. Close as you two were, I can only imagine how much it meant to you. But what brings you all this way? With the right of succession ended and Wuklamat crowned the next Dawn servant, she's ready to stand on her own. I told her as much and of my plans to return home to Shaaloani. She gave me the bracelet that I might remember our time together. It filled me with such joy. I wanted everyone to know. Everyone to see this wonderful gift given to me by the vow of resolve, and now it's gone. I would have let them take every coin to my name, if only they had left me that bracelet. I would ask what you intend to do, but I know that look. We're getting that bracelet back. I'll knock them senseless. It's what Wuklamat would want. Yes, but I'm not giving her the satisfaction. I'm sure somewhere she's saying, oh, someone's talking about me. My ears are burning. We're getting that bracelet back.
We're getting that bracelet back.
Please, you mustn't put yourself in harm's way for my sake. I can assure you, no harm will come to us. Gaddis will make certain of that. Yeah, these guys are like, I wouldn't even say they're small potatoes. They're even smaller than potatoes. Small beans. I understand your methods can be brutal. Oh my god. Erenville's not holding anything back. He knows we just like splatter them on the ground. I understand your methods could be brutal, but it would be wise to show some restraint lest you find yourself on the wrong side of the law. Yeah, it'd be a shame to also murder the law as well. Perhaps I should come as well to be sure all proceeds as it should. To hold this Ellison back. I don't know what to say. I can see why Wuk-Lamat put so much faith in you both. Polite smile. Before anything else, let's see her back to Shesnwezi Springs. She'll be safer in town with... Aren't we just literally outside of town? You could walk her in there. With Ayate there to keep an eye on her, she should have nothing to worry about. Why don't you walk her back and I'll go murder the people. Thank you, both of you. Erenville told me what happened, and you needn't worry about Namika. If those bandits should find us first, I'll kick up a fuss and see them driven off. That bracelet meant everything to her, and those bastards wouldn't even care if they knew. Makes me sick. But at least she's safe, and I know you'll set things right. Well, you bet I will. Set them right into the ground. Braced for trouble. Erenville's composed demeanor belies his eagerness to help Namika. Alright, let's go and recover that bracelet. While I have nothing but contempt for these bandits, as this involves a gift from Wuk-Lamat, we must be mindful about how our actions might reflect upon her. I doubt Namika would find joy in the return of said gift if lives are taken in the process. If it comes to violence, I ask that you stop short of killing them. The rest we can leave to the Dustwatch. Why? We don't usually have an NPC saying multiple times, for the love of God, please don't murder everybody. It's kind of funny that that Erenville just assumes we will leave nobody alive. Usually, I don't think we have one of our friends so clearly, like, reminding us of this. I just find it very interesting. Well, now, that makes me think you're strong. Really strong, are you? Yeah, just a little bit. I may have saved the star on one occasion. No more than any other adventurer, ... No, I worked hard, damn it.
I may have saved the star on one occasion.
You saved the star? That's a bold claim to make, but if true, that certainly speaks to your strength. It's true, goddammit. If your curiosity has been sated, then please indulge mine. Is there anything you could tell us about these bandits? Let's see. They're bandits, they look like bandits, and they're mean. Well, of late, there's been talk about some unsavory types coming and going from Tonatenyawi to the southwest. Is that the old mining town that was abandoned? That's the one. Oh god, so that's like Bandit Town now, I guess. Now that ceruleum extraction is big business, no one wants to waste their time picking at the dried up veins there. Sounds like a perfect lair for bandits, not to mention the one with the bracelet fled in that direction. So you'll be investigating the place? I can let the Dustwatch know if you'd like. No, not yet. It would be best if we went alone. Sneaky-like. There's something I'd like to ascertain, if you've no objections. Right then, let's be off. It seems the bandits have claimed this place for themselves. Why don't you just claim it back? What is that outfit? It's like some Mad Max top. Just had like spiked leather. That looked very uncomfortable. And no shirt. They've made no attempt to conceal their presence. How can the Dustwatch not have noticed by now? They don't seem very attentive, unless they want to be. A question for another time. First, we must find the bracelet. I don't see the bandit who had it. Perhaps they're in one of the buildings. I hope they don't do some fucked up thing where it's like, we're about to murder the bandits, but then it turns out the bandit leader gave the bracelet to like their little daughter as a gift. Like, oh, this is for you from your daddy. Oh, thank you, daddy. You're so great. Oh, no, please don't kill my daddy. Like some kind of guilt trip shit so that you can't actually take the bracelet back for some reason. So you don't want to look like a murderer in front of a small child. I'm probably overthinking it, but that would be funny. Ramshackle as they are, it should prove a simple thing to eavesdrop on anyone inside. If you would go and have a look about, I'll keep watch for trouble. You know what that reminded me of? Did anybody ever watch that old Ben Affleck Daredevil movie where he's beating the shit out of some guy and like it's the kid of the guy I think that's around. And then he's like, oh, no, stop, you don't kill my dad. And then he says all dramatically, I'm not the bad guy, kid. And then he says it again dramatically, like he's realizing he's saying it to himself, like, I'm not the bad guy. It's like that situation, but with this fucking bracelet. You're beating somebody for taking a bracelet, and the kid's like, no, don't be evil, Mr. Ellison man. Don't get splinters on my long-ass ears from listening at the door, or at the wall. As you lean in to listen, you begin to pick out voices in the muffled chatter. Dunno where we'd be without him. Probably shoveling sand, praying we'd strike it rich. Ain't that the truth? Only an idiot would work the mines with easier money to be had. Not when we've got a boss who can keep the Dustwatch off our backs. Ha! Hey, watch what you say. The wind's got a way of carrying secrets to the wrong ears. Just saying this stuff out loud. Maybe so, but who would ever believe one of them sainted souls is running our crew? That drunk who bought your story about the gold-shitting alpaca, am I right? Ha 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 ha. It's probably that dude, the gentleman that we saw. He's actually in cahoots. And he's just like, using other people as scapegoats. Like that little angry, tiny, like, ginger guy that was mad at him. Oh, Erenville, there you are. Alright. What are they gonna say? I brought back a prize you're gonna love, boss. Oh, wait, we found it. Have a look at this bracelet. Beautiful, ain't it? Bet it was made by a famous artisan. You idiot! How are we supposed to move something like this without attracting attention? Boss, please, I'm sorry. Shoot. That sounded like he took a gun out of its holster but then put it back. This dude almost got ventilated. Reckon we could find a sailor who won't ask questions. Sell it for a song. Here, your reward, and don't bring me this kind of grief again. I won't, boss, thank you. Alright. Open up, it's the cops. The Ellison cops. Wait, what? Why do I even need to go to another place? That's clearly the ringleader in here. God damn it. So what the hell am I gonna get from this? They don't have the bracelet in this one, obviously. Let me out of here, you bastard. Shut your mouth, you sniffling little brat. Oh, wait, that's the ginger kid. Make me. I'll get you all back for framing my friends. The vulture, most of all. You tell him he can eat shit. Is that the name of the gentleman guy? Or the secret name? Huh. How about we give you the chance to tell him yourself? We'll see how tough you are then. Alright, so we gotta save the fiery kid and take the bracelet back. Can I please murder Erenville? Give me the ability to murder. Just a couple, like as a treat. Or the leader. The leader is good, right? Because then it'll make the other guys scatter. Finished, are you? Let's retreat for now. So, were you able to learn anything? Oh, yeah. Their leader is a man of the Dustwatch. Or Dustwatch, not Dusk. Dustwatch sounds cooler than Dustwatch. That would explain why these bandits have been able to do as they please. And you say they gave the bracelet to him? It seems we have our work cut out for us. Did you hear anything of note? And that kid's being held hostage. Zakoa. That's the boy who confronted one of the officers in town, isn't it? And the officer in town? And you say they threatened to take him to speak with the vulture? Their leader's alias, no doubt. But fitting for a man who preys upon the helpless. Well then, not only do we have a better idea of who's behind the recent rash of robberies in Hutsusawi, we also know who has the bracelet. Retrieving it with blood... Oh, my brain said with bloodshed. Retrieving it without bloodshed will prove difficult, though, if he's that quick to point a gun at his own underlings. Why are we that worried about bloodshed if these guys are clearly murderers? We need to get him alone. No. I'll storm their hideout. I can take him.
I'll storm their hideout. I can take them.
Easily. The direct approach may have served you well in the past, but it won't suffice here. Wawute is the deputy chief of the Dustwatch. I keep wanting to say Dusk. The Dustwatch. He could claim we're the criminals in this, and no few people would believe him. Who cares? Then we just kill him if he's a problem. Oh my god, my warrior of light is turning into a warrior of darkness. I might have a plan. There's a small settlement to the southeast of here. Are you insane? Luwateniyowawasa. What? Luwatenina... Luwateniyowawasa. Oh my god, what the fuck? Meet me there and I'll explain everything. We'll go to Luwate. How about I just call it Luwate for short? How's that? Because I'm gonna get a headache if I try to say that whole thing. Okay, Erenville, what are we doing here? If we're to retrieve the bracelet without conflict, it won't be done barging in through the front door. We'll have to lure him out. To do that, we'll avail ourselves of the Yehechechia, dragon-like creatures that live to the south of here. Now it just sounds like you're making these up. It's their breeding season, you see, and the males will flock to the scent of a female in heat. Oh no. Why are you making this more complicated than it needs to be, Erenville? With a few ingredients, oh my god. Look, I was liking how this wasn't a fetch quest, and now you just go and turn it into a fetch quest. In a sample of their feces, I could create an attractant that resembles this scent when burned. We could then lure the Yetcha to the bandit's hideout, flushing out the vulture and his gang. What if they die from the Yetchia or whatever? Well, that murder's fine, I guess? Then, while they contend with our flying friends, we can sneak in and search for the bracelet. I'm afraid I must ask you to collect the excrement. Why me? While you go to see to that, I'll go and procure the remaining ingredients. Oh yes, sure. Please collect the not shitty ones. Like literal shit. And before you say anything, I do not ask this because of any aversion to feces. It would simply be easier for me to find the specific species of wild plants you require. Okay. Here, take these 3 pouches, see them filled. Gross. And I will handle the rest. And you're expecting me to put these pouches in with the rest of my fucking inventory? Things the Warrior of Light has to do for his friends. Since I'm not supposed to murder. Alright. Foul-smelling nest. Lovely. Wonder what's making it foul-smelling. You find a pile of yahiacha droppings and gingerly scoop them into your pouch. Ugh. Finished, are we? Yeah. Take the poop. Excellent. This will do nicely. All that's left is to mix the feces with the tumbleclaw fibers, dried nupuli tender root, and a generous helping of animal fat. Oh, gross. I don't even want to know what that scent is. Come, let's get back to the Tatanyawi. That is gonna smell disgusting. Everything's ready. Time to set our plan into motion. Oh, damn it. I'm running out of stuff. Sweet muffin. Give me a hot cocoa for old time's sake. Glowing smoke. Erenville's gaze is fixed on the bandits' hideout. Let's fuck up those bandits. A fair number appear to be gathered inside. Now's our chance. I'll keep watch from here. The attractant, I leave to you. Toss it into the bonfire near the middle of town. The Yehechachia will come soon after. Oh, we're just gonna do all kinds of chaos, aren't we? I like it. All right, rise and shine, everybody. Enjoy a bunch of bird things coming your way. Although, should I not be standing nearby, though? Kind of defeats the purpose of trying to be sneaky. There we go. Okay, get out of here. Now let's see if it's that gentlemanly guy. I mean, that's the only other character we've really seen so far. What's that smell? It smells like shit. Literally. Oh, that reeks! Silly music. What did you put in the fire? It wasn't me, I swear. Oh god. Ugh, did something die? Of course. So obvious. See, what's funny is his English voice didn't necessarily sound villainous, but his look did. So that's why he threw me off the first time I saw him. He didn't sound particularly underhanded when he was speaking to that guy, but the whole vibe seemed off. So yeah, of course it's him. Someone want to explain that ungodly stench to me? And there's a bracelet. Caught you red-handed, motherfucker. Oh, here they come. Boss? Over there? Huh? Peck their eyes out. What in the world? Attack! Ah! Oh shit. Wait, so they can kill, but I can't? Run for your lives. Yes, run. There shall be no escape. Huh. So the smoke's what drew them here. I swear, when I find out who did this. You pull back the camera to reveal my paintbrush pointed at the back of his skull. Don't even move. I would laugh so fucking hard. Like he used it like a gun. One false move and you're painted blue. Alright, so now what are we gonna do? I say our friends have stirred up enough trouble. Time to retrieve the bracelet. Hmm? Hey, what's going on out there? Oh, we could free the guy. I'm still in here in case you've forgotten. Sit tight, we'll be back for you. Wait, what? Did we talk to him directly before? I totally must not have been paying attention. What? You gotta get me out of here now. They're gonna kill me. I'm begging you, please. Shh, they'll hear you. Oh, too late? Yeah, too late. It's just one guy. Oh, they saw him, but they didn't see me. Shit, who was that? Wait, he's just running now? Get back here. Oh. Well, Erenville. We can run after him. I have a motorcycle. Hey, are you gonna help me or what? The bracelet must wait. Let's break him out and withdraw for now. Oh, it's the Animal Crossing music. All that effort and not to show for it. Sorry about that, but damn, I didn't think anyone would have the balls to take on the vulture. He's just a dude. He's just a simple man. No need to apologize. We were planning to save you, eventually. Really? And I don't even know who you are. You secret admirers of mine or something? No. Gaddis literally paused. He's like, is this guy for real? I'm just having fun with you, but I do appreciate the help. This man they call the Vulture. I've seen his face before. Was he not the officer you confronted in town? The one and the same. When he's not masquerading as a gang leader, he serves as deputy chief of the Dustwatch. Why didn't you just expose him? That would explain why the bandits are so confident they could avoid capture. You're trying to get back to something that Vulture stole, right? Let me help. It's the least I can do after you bailed me out of there. I have an idea where he hid his cash. Reckon he's headed there now too. We can go together. I've got a score to settle with him myself. I don't doubt that you do, but we need to know what it is first. Will you tell us? Erenville's very anti-murder, you see. Right, so, those bandits at Tonatenyawi, they're called the Daybreakers, and it was me and my friends that founded the group. What? But it wasn't a gang of cutthroats, not back then. We were good bandits. We just wanted to protect people who couldn't protect themselves. Kids being harassed by bullies, workers being exploited by the mining concerns, folks who needed help to even the odds. So, like, helpful mercenaries? But that was 3 years ago, and whenever we found someone scheming in the shadows, we settled matters the best way we knew how. With a duel. To the death. I see. By the old laws, anyone who loses in a duel must be held to account for their crimes, even those in positions of authority. We made damn sure they did, every time. Before we knew it, our small band of friends commanded a force to be reckoned with. They used old school, like, Ishgardian law rules. Like, remember when we had that duel in Ishgard? Where it's like, whoever wins the duel is the correct person in the argument? Although, they would have duels to the fucking death, so it's a bit more severe. Then, about a year ago, the Vulture and his thugs showed up. They got the better of us and took over the Daybreakers. Everyone was afraid of him, so they did his bidding without question. But when he showed them how they could make a fortune easily, that was when he really won them over. Now the Daybreakers is nothing but a bunch of bandits and cutthroats who prey on the people it was created to protect. Oops. Yep, let's skip. I talked it over with my friends, Wakana and Luween, and we all agreed the only way to stop him was to challenge him to a duel. And he accepted. I still remember how gloated he was that he'd win. But when that day came, he showed up with the Dustwatch and had my friends arrested on charges of robbery. So he chickened out and he refused the duel? That wasn't enough. He set their bail at a price no one could ever hope to pay. I'm sure it's not that expensive. With them locked away, there was no one left to help me. None of my old friends from the Daybreakers, and certainly not the Dustwatch. Maybe the Dustwatch is also partially corrupt. I mean, one of them definitely is. And that's why you're ready to challenge him in the middle of town. I was, until that guy with a spear stopped me. Oh, Estinian! Oh, Estinian accidentally fucked it up. No sooner had I stepped out of town than the Vulture's minions caught me by surprise. They took me prisoner then. Well, you know the rest. You said the Dustwatch would be of no help? Are they all working for the Vulture then? Well, that cat guy that sounded like Travis Willingham probably wasn't. No, not all of them. The sheriff, Kamaka, he's as honest as they come. A staunch keeper of the peace. Problem is, he's a little too trusting and doesn't suspect a thing. If it were my word against the deputy chiefs, who do you think he'd believe? How about the Warrior of Light's word? I guess these people don't know who I am. Well, if he knows where this vulture keeps his spoils, perhaps he can help us recover Namika's bracelet. What do you think? For what it's worth, I have a plan, but I can't do it alone. A plan? All I ask is that you hear me out, but not here. I'll be waiting for you at Shaaloani Springs. I guess we could decide what to do after he gives us the pitch. Just tell me what the pitch is now. Why do we have to totally go different locations just to tell me the thing? What's this grand plan? Good, you're here. This is where he hides his loot. I expect he'll show up soon. You better. We're still on level 95? Are you insane, game? Oh, this is a showdown in this little picture. Law of the land. It's gonna give me banana drink that I don't want. Erenville looks expectantly for Wihwedi. Voiced? Nope. Well, well, look who it is. Storing stolen goods here seems risky, but I suppose it's an option for someone with his authority. I mean, after all, nobody would expect somebody dumb enough to put stolen goods close to where other people could, like, authorities could find it. Yeah, he moves his spoils in cerulean barrels where no one would think to look. They're mixed with regular shipments of fuel to Tuliyola where they're sold off. You said he stole a bracelet of yours, right? If he knows you're on his tail, chances are he'll be eager to get what he can for it. But I doubt he'll trust a lackey with that business, given the provenance of the piece. No, I'll wager he's not letting that bracelet out of his sight till he's got coin in hand. I wasn't sure what to make of you after Shaaloani. These names. But I'm glad to see you're more than an impulsive child. How old is this kid? Well, not my finest hour, I'll admit. But there's a lesson in that. The Vulture's a slippery bastard. If we're going to catch him, we need to back him into a corner with hard evidence. That's my plan. Alright, yeah, evidence is important. First, we need to lure him away from here. Over to Husaswati would be ideal. For that, I need one of you to help me. This will buy time for the other to search the barrels for any stolen goods. Okay, I'm probably searching the barrels, right? And using that will expose him as a criminal. There's no way to tell if Wihwedi's carrying the bracelet, but regardless, there'll be enough time to find it once he's behind bars. But won't he simply feign innocence? Oh, he'll try. And that's when I'll challenge him to a duel. What are you, Yugi? Let's duel. A duel? That approach didn't work out so well for your friends, as I recall. True. But unlike before, I'll challenge him in front of the whole town. That way he won't be able to wriggle out of it like before. Every man, woman, and child of the wilds understands the importance of duels and the old laws. The deputy chief would never disgrace himself by refusing. And you guys and your duels. But wouldn't you be breaking the law by using a firearm in town? It's not if we'd be using live rounds, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. Wait, what is your ammunition then? Fucking rubber bullets? What's important is that I get him to duel with as many witnesses as possible. When he loses, and he will lose, that'll be the end of the Vulture. Something tells me this asshole's gonna be using live rounds. not like this kid here, but that Wihwedi or whatever. The plan is not without flaws, but what do you think? Oh god. I say let Zakoa have his duel. I say let this kid get himself murdered. We can trust in the old laws, as long as we get the bracelet back. Look, we're here for the bracelet. Let's be honest.
As long as we can get that bracelet back.
That bracelet's really important to you, huh? Don't worry, I'll see you get it back. It's the whole reason we're doing this weird side quest, so I mean, we need to get it back. If you're satisfied, then so am I. I knew I could count on you. Well, let's see how the duel goes, though. I'm so suspicious about the outcome of this duel. I was seen in Tonatanyawi, so it's probably best I stay and search the barrels. Aw, man, I wanted that job. Then you're with me. Tell the vulture I tried to rob you, but you managed to overpower me. Even if he suspects a trap, he won't be able to resist taking the bait. I guess he didn't see me in town, he only saw Erenville. Because Erenville wasn't sticking to the sides of the walls like I was. You want to buy your friend as much time as possible and make your way to FFXIV. Once you got the vulture there, I'll take care of the rest. Alright then, let's do it. So I have to act like... Wait, where did the guy go? Oh, I just talk about the kid? What did I think he said? Okay, well, let's see how this plays out. The Yehehetechia were likely the Shatona's doing. What's his angle? And then there's the brat. It's past time I dealt with him. This guy's so oblivious. I'm like right next to him and he doesn't notice. Okay. Poke. Excuse me, sir. Huh? What's this? Ah, an unfamiliar face in these parts. Have you need of the Dustwatch, sir? What? Zakoa tried to rob you, but you apprehended him. Should I actually know this guy's name, or this guy just assumed it was that guy? I see. So desperate was he to see his friends free from prison, he turned to a life of crime. How awful. You have my sincerest thanks, sir. Might I trouble you to take me to him? Oh, okay. This is good. For some reason, my brain was assuming the opposite. Like, I acted like I apprehended him and then bring him to him. But, yeah, okay. This makes more sense. All right. Now we murder him. Is this the place? I don't see him. Wait, what? Whoops! Silly me. This isn't the right place. I see. Very well, lead on. Why am I giving him the wrong directions? Alright, let's see. Is this the place then? Fuck. I could have sworn I left him here. What? Why you say that? Oh, no. Well, because he's assuming I'm on the up and up here. Sorry, I'm still learning my way around. Gonna kill that kid. Is this some sort of joke of all the... Let's keep moving. Okay. Has to be this one. This better be the place. Ah, now I remember. My patience is wearing awfully thin, sir. If he isn't at the next place we stop, I may be forced to do something you and I would both dearly regret. Is that a threat, motherfucker? Alright, where is he? Well, you see, the thing is... I don't see him anywhere. Where's Zakoa? Tell me where he is, or I'll bury you in the same grave. Excuse me, sir? If only I had a tape recorder or some such to record what you just, like, threatened me with. Confound it, he must have escaped. Goodness me, where could he have gone? I like the goodness me one. That's it. I've had it with these games, and I've had it with you. Please, please start something. Hey, Wukwete, you looking for me? Did he just run all the way back to town for that? How did he yell from that far away? Holy shit. That would not have carried that far. If you want to place me under arrest, you have to work a little harder. This is so obnoxious. You'll be begging for a cell by the time I'm done with you. Duel, 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 duel. This has to be voiced, right?
Wahoote! Finally caught up to me, I see.
I don't think that voice matches that kid. Alright, everybody's gonna see a duel.
Well, well, if it isn't our young outlaw. You've taken up stealing, I'm told. Can't say I'm surprised about that, but I am surprised that you'd offer yourself up to be arrested.
I guess this is where I'll have to say, no, I'm just lying. Drop charges.
Sorry to disappoint, but you're the one who's going to answer for their crimes today.
Okay, Phoenix, right? What is that pose? Objection. Oh, you found it. Golden jewels. Oh, pots?
Hey, that's my jewelry!
And my bag!
And my money. Just the straight up money. Who's gonna claim that one, huh?
So you found the stolen goods. That's fine work.
Do they do like fucking fingerprinting or whatever in this place? Put it on him.
This barrel was at Shisenuetsi Springs, mixed in with others bound for Tuliyola. The Landsguard would have presumed it part of the regular ceruleum shipments and waved it through. And once it reached its destination, it would have been retrieved, and its contents sold for coin.
Yeah.
The audacity. Do we know who's behind this?
This old cat.
As fortune would have it, I spied the leader of this operation being handed one of the stolen items. A bracelet, which Vau Wuklamat had intended for her nursemaid, Namika.
It was from the Vow of Resolve?
Oh, you're dead.
Oh, you've seen it then?
Yeah, he shouldn't have said that out loud, that's for sure.
No, never. And if I knew who had it, I would have arrested the scoundrel.
You would have had to arrest yourself. Oh, come off it. I saw you with the bracelet. I think Gaddis is done with his shit.
Oh, come off it. I saw you with the bracelet.
What's the meaning of this, Wahoote?
It's a setup, sir. I have the bracelet, yes, but I only 'cause I found it. I swear.
It's too much stammering. It's too obvious.
They're the real criminals. They concocted this scheme to frame me, so they could get me out of the picture.
I don't think he buys that.
If you feel your honor's at stake, there's always the old-fashioned way. The law which folks have used to settle their differences for generations.
Duel, duel, duel.
You don't mean...
Maybe this guy's a chicken. Like, he has a weapon, but it's always a bluff or a bravado. He's afraid of using it. Come on. It's not like this kid is amazing at it.
Wahute, I challenge you to a duel. The winner is right, the loser is wrong. Doesn't get simpler than that.
I guess not.
Yeah, have at it.
Let your pistols do the talking!
Right.
Please, do you honestly believe you can goad me into playing your game?
Pretty sure you have to accept that duel.
You refuse then? A baby alpaca's got more fight than you.
A baby alpaca. Oh, now they're laughing at him. Sir, you have no balls.
All right, boy. But remember, you asked for this.
Come on, Zakawa! Give him what for!
Shouldn't we stop him, Chief? Even if it's just rubber bullets, we're in the middle of town.
These voices, okay. I actually kind of like the two anime voices for these cat boys. Everybody else is like hit or miss, but I kind of like these two. And like the voice of this guy that's just like, I'm just the regular guy. What the fuck is going on here? Matches like his face and stuff. Rubber bullets, huh?
Be quiet. Just watch.
Nobody calls me chicken. Nobody. So does one of them have like in Back to the Future 3, the fucking the metal oven like lid or whatever on his chest, like under his poncho? I can't lose the duel. I'm cheating. Here we go. Here we go. A tiny boy and the evil bandit leader. Who's gonna win? Now there's dust in my mouth. Oh, the tumbleweed turtle. Great. So much faster. Okay. Whoa!
Oh, you little
Surprised
shit.
he didn't fall into a pile of manure. Now this camera
Looks
angle.
like you've gotten slow in your old age, vulture.
How old is he though? He doesn't seem that old. In your 30s, old man.
You and I are going to have a long talk.
Ooh. Promise? I don't know why I like old. I'm not like, I don't have a thing for Makotes in general, but some of the older looking ones are hot to me. Like the guy that's the red mage mentor.
I
He's kind of
apologize
hot.
for
He
dueling
looks
in the
kind of like
middle
if
of town.
Dante from Devil May Cry was
If
a
you want to lock me
Makote.
up, then lock me up.
All right, lock him up. Lock them all up.
But please, let my friends go. They've done nothing wrong.
Is this Ray Chase? I don't think it's actually Ray Chase, but I swear to God, it sounds like one of those kind of dudes.
You drew your gun within town limits.
But it's like the rule, right? The duel rule.
But Wahute drew first. Far as I'm concerned, you acted in self-defense. You're free to go.
Wait, what? So, if he had been faster on the draw in the duel, he would be in trouble? Even though that's part of the duel? Whatever, okay. This guy's letting him go. It's fine. What about his friends?
As are your friends.
Okay. Okay, so the old cat boy is good.
Ha! You're not such a bad guy after all.
You're almost kind of hot.
Just a man of the wilds, like you.
Okay.
But to think that Wahute had taken control of the Daybreakers, it pains me that it happened right under my nose.
Yeah, you really gotta clean house, I think. Get all your corrupted officials out of there.
What are you gonna do about his crew? Some of them are still in Tonatenui.
What? That's how you say it? Tona Tenyoi. Oh, you know what? Now that he says it out loud, okay, I can see that a lot easier. They need to voice more of these places' names.
Those who have broken the law will be taken into custody.
All right.
But those who haven't will be given the chance to resume walking the straight and narrow. What about you, Zekua? What do you intend to do now?
He could become one of the Dust Wardens, or Dustwatch, whatever the fuck they're called.
Why? What I've always done. Protect the weak and help the helpless. The old-fashioned way.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay, this is gonna make me sound like an old fart, but like, he sounds a little bit like, if anyone ever watched the English dub of Fushigi Yugi back in the day, he sounds like the fucking fire guy. Oh my god, what is his name? Toski. He sounds like Toski, kind of. I know it's not actually Toski, because that voice actor, weirdly enough, is the guy that voices the dad in like Fairly Odd Parents and some video games and shit. But he's like got that fiery voice like Toski, and he kind of looks actually a little bit like Toski.
Here, this was Vawuklamat's gift for someone, wasn't it?
Yeah, for the old lady.
Yes, a person very dear to her.
I suppose this is where we go our separate ways. My thanks again for your help apprehending the vulture.
No problem. It was more entertaining than some of the other random things we've been made to do so far. Oh no. Wait, okay, it's not going to immediately finish because I need to empty my inventory, otherwise I'm going to get a fail. Let me eat these muffins, I guess. Yum, 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 yum. Eat it again, doesn't matter, just eat more. That ended up being rather more complicated than expected, but all's well that ends well. Whew, finally it's over. I couldn't even brought him to justice without your help, or I couldn't have brought him to justice without your help. I don't know how I'll ever repay you. I know that you won't, so it's fine. I'll give you one free. On track. Erenville is relieved to see everything set to rights. Okay, so now we go back to wherever Erenville was trying to get to. Now that we have the bracelet, let's return it to Shaaloani Springs. Please, somebody say that word. Will you be staying there long? I'd like to give you a proper thanks after I find my friends. We weren't planning on it, but there's no need to rush. We'll see you at the springs then. Here's your bracelet. Just put it on your wrist. My bracelet, thank you. Thank you so much. This is more than just a gift. It's a part of me I could never hope to replace. Then burn it into your wrist. Like, meld it to your skin. You'll never take it off. Truly, Wuklamat is blessed to have such devoted friends. Well, I wouldn't put it quite that way. I prefer to think of us more as long-standing acquaintances. I'm starting to understand Erenville more. At first, I thought it was kind of shitty, because I was like, are you guys supposed to be bestest buddies or something? But after seeing Wuklamat and the situations and how Erenville is just like as a person, it makes a lot more sense that he would consider it that way. Regardless of how you choose to describe it, there's no denying the depth of your bond, though I'm sure you'll continue to do so. Can't say I'm surprised the deputy chief turned out to be the bandit's leader. I always knew something wasn't right about him. An easy claim to make with the gift of hindsight. There you are. The real Daybreakers have arrived. Yeah, I like Erenville. How old is that other dude? I'd like you to meet my two best friends, Kikwana and Luween. If it wasn't for you believing in Zekoa and doing what you did, we'd still be locked up. You have no idea how satisfying it was to see that bastard Uite behind bars. We never gave up hope that Zekua would find a way to get us out. He always was the best of the Daybreakers. Glad he was able to convince you to go along with his plan. I don't think you guys should be calling yourself Daybreakers anymore, considering that there's like shitty bandits with the same name. Unfortunately, our group is smaller now and lacking in strength besides. Some outlaws might see us as an easy target. Just become part of the Dustwatch. Even so, if anyone should give the Dustwatch the slip, the Daybreakers will be there. We'll train night and day so no one will get the better of us ever again, isn't that right? Training how, though? Right, and you'll teach us how to draw your pistol so fast, won't you? Well, we won't need to duel if all goes as it should. But on the off chance it doesn't, we'd best make sure everyone should match or beat my speed. I mean, that's probably a good thing to do. We owe you a great debt, and one of these days I'll be sure to repay it. On that you have my word. Post-patch foreshadowing? Until we meet again. If you'll excuse me, I shall find a quiet place to rest. She just goes over to the side and dies. I'll be here a while yet, though, so let me know if there's any way I can be of assistance. Were you not planning to take the train home? Oh, train service has been suspended, didn't I tell you? Now we're gonna take the long way home. You mentioned no such thing. It's kind of an important thing to forget about. Something about the tracks being damaged in the last quake. The tunnel was closed as well. An earthquake? It must have happened when we were still down south. There have been quite a few tremors of late, and a rather large one struck not long before you two arrived. I can only hope no one was hurt. Is somebody trapped in a crevice somewhere? At any rate, if you want to know when the service will resume, you should speak with the station master yourself. Let's do that. The station's just over there. Over where? Stop losing stuff, old lady. Go home. Seems people aren't too happy about the train delays. I mean, if it's your main transportation, I could see why.
I'm so sorry, but we're not sure when the train will be running again.
You've got to be joking. Of all the places to get stuck at on the way.
You know what? You know what it is? After having played Final Fantasy VII Rebirth so recently, they kind of sound like characters that you would expect to find in Rebirth. Like, that voice work matches pretty well to, like, the voice work I remember from that game. Maybe they borrowed voice actors. I mean, it's all Square Enix, so it's possible.
Please don't tell me you've come to complain too.
Wait a minute. Is this a... I can't remember. Doesn't this dude look a little bit like the dude that loved trains in the first? Or did that guy have like a bunch of freckles? I mean, I guess all here kind of look the same to me, but I think he feels vaguely familiar.
We heard that the earthquake had caused disruptions and wanted to ask when operations would resume. But I see that it will be a while yet.
I'm afraid so. Too few hands for too much work. It's time-consuming enough to inspect the tracks after every quake, but this last one we got after the succession ceremony was massive. Made a mess of a whole bunch of railroad ties.
The succession ceremony? We would have been in Tuliyollal at the time. If it was as violent as you say, we should have felt it as well.
Yeah, that seems suspicious. You really have localized quakes somehow?
I have to admit, it was a touch strange, having seen my fair share of tremors. If I had to describe it, it felt more like the rumbling from an explosion.
Okay, so somebody just fucked up the... It sounded like an explosion. Or felt like it. Somebody's sabotaging the train line.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Seriously? You're offering to help?
What about you, my friend? If you'd rather strike out on your own, I understand.
Yeah, but it's not going to give me that option, though.
Though, if you were willing to lend us a hand, too, we'd be truly tremendously grateful.
He's like,
Thank you.
okay.
Thank you so much. I'm Shenza, by the way. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I like how normally we nod. That almost seemed like a hesitant nod. That's not our typical nod.
If you would please step inside, I can introduce you to everyone.
Hey, how many people? This is like the train
Sorry
enthusiast
for
club.
dragging you into this.
That's fine. Wait, what? What? Hold on. Okay.
There they are.
Because the other guy looks like the other guy too. Right? Okay, this is on purpose. And they have a Hrothgar guy that's like the other guy. Ah, my brain. I'm seeing doubles of other people from other planets or existences. The thing that threw me off about this main dude is that the guy from the first had like a soft cap or something on his head. This guy doesn't have the hat. But the dude behind him, he definitely had a Highlander friend. So, okay.
That's them, the two volunteers.
Now, they didn't have a Hrothgal with them, but the three are definitely copies of the other ones. This dude especially.
Walika is our station master, and over there is our top driver, Nitoikwe.
Oh no. This is depressing. If we extrapolate a bit, if this looks like what's his face from the first, because it does, then the Hrothgal was the wife. But in the first, the wife is dead. So this is similar to what the wife would have looked like. That's sad. That's really sad. Oh. Wait. And then they're playing... Isn't this one of the Shadowbringer tunes? Game, you're fucking with me.
And this grizzled mug is Zoppia, an engineer who joined around the same time as me.
Okay, please, game, give me a dialogue to say, like, I'm getting deja vu or something. Yes.
Much obliged for the help. I'll make it worth your while, I promise.
But this guy sounds like a cowboy. The other guy sounded like an Eastern European or something. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Yes! Okay, yeah, he did have a hat. I remembered.
Something the matter?
Oh, man. I'm completely attuned to my Warrior of Light. Because the dude loved trolleys. Oh, this makes me happy, actually. Would you happen to be a fan of trolleys?
Would you happen to be a fan of trolleys?
Trolleys? They're fine, I suppose, but they're no match for our cerulean-powered engine.
She's absolutely glorious, let me tell you. If you'd like to bask in her beauty, well, you should visit the depot behind the platform.
Alright, so some things are different.
Right then. What I'd like you two to do is help us procure timber.
Alright.
We'll be using it to fashion new railroad ties, so it needs to be the strongest stuff we can get. In these parts, that means the trees in the Piata-Yonan Plain.
Whoa.
It is Hetsaro territory, though, so we need to get their permission first.
Piata-Yonan.
Come on, no time to waste.
Yeah, that's a trip. We haven't really seen a lot of other people that are essentially the other world equivalents too often, have we? So it is really interesting to see them, and in the same grouping, no less, over here. I want to talk to her. Aw. Damn it. I mean, I guess it's not really like the same person, but that's very interesting. Though no small number live in Shaaloani, I must confess that I've never visited the home of the Hetsaro. As they largely live in accordance with the older traditions, I suspect they may have a dim view of the railroads. Oh my god, we're actually on 96. That took like a fucking age to get past from 95 to 96. Good lord. Alright, one with nature. Erenville is eager to be off the Piarionan plain. Come, let's follow Wawlika. There's another station on the way, so be sure to drop in. The train will be in the depot, but you can see it from the outside. I'm quite taken with the sleek design of the head end myself. Excuse me, sir. Though if you peek through the windows, you could probably catch a glimpse of... Enough jabbering, Shenza. Thanks to these two, we finally have some real work to do. Let's get to it. Oh, see, he was starting to get excited. I'll see you later. I suppose there's no harm in stopping at the station. It's on the way, after all. I must confess, the train is an impressive sight. How easy it must be to ship goods throughout the wilds now. Right. Wahetsetsuan should be to the northeast of here. Let's continue on. Ah, there you are. The village is just up ahead. Truth be told, I've never had direct dealings with the people of Mehewatsuan, but I do know that the traditions mean a great deal to them, as does the land. Alright, we'll be respectful. Ah, such lovely clean air. It feels like a treat after the overpowering ceruleum of Shaaloani Springs. The waters nearby are just as pristine. It's a paradise for people and animals both. I'm glad you appreciate the blessings of nature as we do. Greetings, travelers, and welcome. Is that a very young-looking Makote boy? This guy's kind of hot, though. I am Huato, chief of Mehewatsuan, and this is my son, Geppetto. Like Geppetto? A pleasure to meet you. I thank you for the warm welcome and apologize for a sudden intrusion. I'm Wawlika, station master of Dawntrail Railing. The recent earthquake has damaged our tracks, and we require timber to make repairs. Oh. I don't know why it clicked in my head right now, because I was just letting this stuff kind of flow over me. But when they said, oh, we like how you appreciate nature the way we do, one of these clan members is blowing up the train tracks because they don't want the ceruleum stinky bad for the environment tech to roll through their neighborhood. That's I'm calling it now. That's definitely what's happening. This is Gaddis and Erenville, who have volunteered to assist us with the restoration effort. Hello. You've got a curious air about you, of oil and steel, tanned leather, and the faintest hint of roses of a most unusual variety. Wait, what? I smell... My Ellison smells like roses. I always thought that he would smell nice. I gather you're not from these lands? I mean, I'm a traveler of the star. I am from Eorzea. Let's start that connection going.
I hail from Eorzea.
This kid seems like young. Is this normally a regular Makote face? Seems unusual. Truly, I would love to know more of you and the lands you've seen. I'm told your people hold your traditions in the highest, yet I gather you are curious about those of others as well? But of course, nature is boundless, as is our love for her lands and her children. The Hetso in particular have done much to guide our way of life. Where to hunt, to gather, to lay our heads, the Hetso teach all of these things and more. It is for that reason, I believe, that we are attuned to the shifting winds around us. I see. That word Hetso, it means leader of souls in the Hetsaro tongue, does it not? It does. There are many creatures revered as Hetso among the Hetsaro. Here we look to the Ronique for guidance. However, as you may have gleaned from our use of Aetherites, while we are committed to our traditions, this does not mean we reject all outside influences. That said, there are certain things that give us pause. We will furnish you with the timber you require, but first, as neighbors in this land, we ask that you indulge us in a discussion. You'd be glad to, of course. Wonderful. We do not often receive guests come such a long way, and my son is always so delighted to hear their tales. Now, if you'll follow me. Kotes love doing the little ear wiggle. I saw one time that somebody had a mod that let Elizin do the ear wiggle, and it just looked weird. Elizin's ears are supposed to be firm. They don't wiggle. They just stay in place. Please don't make them wiggle. Maybe if they did something minorly, like if they slightly perked up or slightly drooped, depending on emotion, but not the way that, as far as like Bakote's ears go, it's way too much. I will speak frankly. We fear the winds of change will soon bring misfortune to the land. The Ronique have made the potential for danger plain. As you may have heard, their temperament has become erratic of late. A stableman near Shaaloani mentioned that. Do you know what caused this? We have our suspicions. Since others were drawn to this land by ceruleum, Shaaloani has undergone a transformation. Uh-oh. Maybe they're mining too much. Like, you know, the resources are starting to fuck up the environment. Like, destabilize it. And the railroads are part of that. As strong and resilient as they may seem, Ronique are sensitive creatures. The roar of the train as it thunders through the plains may well cause them distress. As my father said, we do not necessarily reject outside influences or innovations, but in this we can't help but worry. Well, you know what the answer is, right? You get Charlian and other people to help you design quieter trains, because you basically have the equivalent of like early 1900s, late 1800s or whatever, like big ass noisy ass trains. You need somebody to like make it more modernized or sleeker or whatever, like a Shinkansen or something. Although I guess those are kind of loud too, but just not in the same way. Understandably, I thank you for being forthright. This matter concerns not only the Hetsaro, but all of Shaaloani. Yeah, we do have spaceships. Talk with Charlian. Charlian probably has a much more sophisticated mobile traveling device than a straight up, you know, coal train. Perhaps we should bring it to the attention of Valkona. See? That's a good suggestion. I was talking about Charlian. Kona knows about Charlian shit. Excellent idea. Valkona, you say? We know him only through rumors, but he's apparently... How shall I put this? He's a cowboy. Hard-headed and aloof. He values technological advancement and efficiency to the detriment of all else. Oh. Yeah, okay. He does that too. Mind your tongue, Geppetto. Kid's honest. While there is a grain of truth to the rumors, he's not nearly as bad as they make him out to be. Yeah, he's open to listening. His journeys have changed him for the better. He's a bit awkward too, so he tends to get misunderstood. He's a passionate man who cares for his people like his sister. I think he does get misunderstood. He means well.
He's a bit awkward, so he tends to get misunderstood.
Is that so? As we admittedly have never met him ourselves, perhaps we are too quick to judge his intentions. Gaddis fought beside Valcona in the Rite of Succession. I'd take his word over rumors. You took part in the Rite of Succession? Oh, this kid's getting excited. You're that close to the Dawn Servants? I was grateful for any help, but I had no idea I had recruited a bona fide hero. Oh, yes. That's me. The succession of Dawn Servants fills us with uncertainty for the future, but there is clearly much we do not know. Yeah, how does word travel all the way over here that quickly? On this particular occasion, the winds of change are not meant to be feared. No, we must open our hearts and minds that we might see Valcona for who he truly is. Do you think he might visit someday? That would probably be good for him. Get in touch with his cat background. Just as his father offered us guidance, I'm hopeful he will do the same. Yeah. Thank you for hearing and allaying our concerns. I'm glad we could speak. As for your timber, we have freshly cut logs near the lake. Please take all that you require. We're terribly grateful. I promise we'll keep the Ronique foremost in our minds as we continue working on the railroad, and if needs be, we'll seek Valcona's counsel. My thanks again for your time and timber. We shall endeavor to return the favor. Hope to see you again soon. Alright, so these guys aren't the saboteurs at least. Somebody else, though. We've more than enough timber to fix the ties. Now we need to transport it to the station, which will be a bit more involved than I thought. I didn't expect we'd be given so much. Can it fit in my giant backpack? Mind waiting a spell while I round up a few more hands and a Ronique? It won't be long. I'm glad that went well. Thankfully, it seems we won't need to make several trips for the timber.